All right, here you go. Here is our exciting Black History Month book recommendation. These are books that you really should have in your library to share with students to get a very broad cultural experience. And it's not only Black History Month, but it's American history. This is part of America's history, these books. There's lots to choose from. We had a hard time, but here you go. Here's what we chose this time around. The first one is Salt in His Shoes by Dolores Jordan. We can all relate to the feeling of not being good enough at something, to just want to give up. Many people do, but this story inspires the reader to tap into one's own perseverance, talents, find comfort in family, and be determined to make dreams come true through hard work and grit. This story about Michael Jordan shows all the hard work before the recognition, which is an important message for all children to hear. Our next recommendation is May Among the Stars by Rosa Ahmed. May's mom always told her, if you believe it and work hard for it, anything is possible. This story weaves that refrain from May's mother throughout the story that tells about May's childhood, her dreams of becoming an astronaut or wanting to become an astronaut, to actually realizing her dream through that phrase, if you believe it and work hard for it, anything is possible. This is a great story for children to hear that message and watch the story unfold as May grows up to become what she played as a child. One of my favorite stories is Tar Beach by Faith Ringgold. Do you know what a tar beach is? If not, you will find out in this story. This story is about a girl who is enjoying her family on the tar beach, and she eventually falls asleep. And while she is with her family, she shares about a dream she has, floating and flying free over New York City. She shares all the beautiful things that she sees. She tells this story beautifully, and the artwork is exquisite. You will just love the story. I love the artwork and the story and how it all comes together. The reader can identify the connection, that universal feeling of wanting to fly and share a dream. Many kids will really enjoy this story. Another really powerful story about an artist is called The Radiant Child, the story of Jean-Michel Basquiat by Jovanka Steptoe. This story tells about a boy who sees art everywhere as a child. He grew up in New York City and overcame an awful lot of tragedy in his life to become a famous artist. The story teaches young children that art does not need to be neat and tidy and clean to be beautiful. This book won many awards and should be on everyone's library shelf. The art is beautiful, and you will learn about this famous artist. Another good book we have is Whoosh, Lonnie Johnson's Super Soaker Stream of Inventions by Barton. This book is about changing scientist stereotypes and encourages every child with any skin color to see themselves through important people in history like Lonnie Johnson. His problem-solving ambitions throughout the story leads up to his iconic invention, the Super Soaker. You will enjoy this story, and so will kids identifying with the Super Soaker. Another great story is A Weed is a Flower The Life of George Washington Carver by Aliki. George Washington Carver was an orphan and enslaved and was eventually set free. Throughout his life, he developed many talents and had a burning curiosity about the world around him. When he was young, many people referred to him as the plant doctor, which helped him become one of the most prolific agricultural scientists of his time. Another great story, Only Passing Through, the story of Sojourner Truth by Rockwell. This inspiring story about a young enslaved woman who went on to become a powerful voice for the abolitionist movement. You will hear about her life story and how she went to court to get her son back from a white man and won. It's an unforgettable story about the evils of slavery and profound courage of a woman who beat the odds. Thank you for letting me share my recommendations for Black History Month. These books are wonderful and are guaranteed to bring joy to any reader looking for inspiration, looking for an acknowledgement in history of amazing people in American history that have influenced all of our lives. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button, give us a like, we'd appreciate it. Happy reading.